History and architecture meet at Laguna, where centuries-old churches mark an era of Spanish rule. Churches play a significant role in many Hispanized Filipino communities. Once heavily intertwined with the Spanish occupation, they are today centers of historic art. Churches may be houses of spiritual refuge, but in Laguna, they are also sources of artistic inspiration. Laguna was conquered in 1571 by Juan de Salcedo, a Spanish commander. Soon after, Franciscan friars came preaching of a new religion, and with it, introduced new forms of art and architecture. A symbol of Spain's religious and political authority, these Baroque-inspired churches were constructed all over the province. Church building in Laguna began in the late 16th century. St. Gregory Church in Mahayhay, built in 1575, is one of the oldest in the country, and like many during its time, was initially made of palm leaves and palm wood. Years later, upon the introduction of stone-based structures, wood was replaced with brick and cement. It was the Augustinian missionaries and Franciscan friars who first introduced European Baroque architecture to Laguna. Today, some of these bell towers remain functioning and are still accessed by people who visit them. In Pockle, the St. Peter of Alcantara Church is one of the oldest in Laguna, with its solid stone exterior still possessing the vestiges of a colonial influence. Through its wooden doors, a grand hall lies waiting. Within it, religious images are found. Placed upon 14 niches are icons of Catholicism in the Philippines, sculpted through different periods of Philippine history. The Pockle Church holds a sentimental place with the townspeople. This has protected the church from any garish renovation. Their loyalty to its original design was well worth the effort, as visitors come year-round to appreciate this centuries-old structure. Over time, the renovation of Laguna's churches have encouraged changes in their design, enhancing their existing splendor. From high ceilings of the Cavinti Catholic Church to the cross-like form of Immaculate Conception Parish Church in Santa Cruz, Laguna's churches remain in constant flux. Like a museum, Laguna's churches possess one of the oldest evidences of Spanish influence, but display one of the newest talents as well. In the town of Paete, craftsmen have been designing elaborate religious figures for generations. These meticulously hand-carved icons are infused with emotion, thus possessing a lifelike quality. Today, some of the oldest carving by Paete artists can be seen in the St. James the Apostle Church in Paete. But its prize lies in the 19th century works by Jose Danz. A proud son of Paete, he brought to life biblical figures and passages through his realistic masterpieces. His work can also be found in the St. Peter of Alcantara Church in Pockle. In a way, the church doubles as a temple in honor of Paete's artisans. Laguna's history and art is today reflected in the works that are found within its churches. More than just places of worship, they are monuments to the craftsmanship and artistry of Laguna.